Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Matt Hummel. Justin's off. Happening now, a Jamestown man is accused of holding a woman hostage over the weekend. Details coming up. And 5 children are dead following a daycare fire in Erie. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with the first look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Matt, and happy Monday, everybody. We made it through another weekend, and it actually wasn't bad. The temperatures weren't bad, and the humidity wasn't bad along with that either. Here's First Defense Doppler. We really have nothing showing up on the radar. We've had some showers just behind the banner up here north of Lake Ontario, but those are not going to bother us today. But we will get into some rain tomorrow. This is part of it here. You can see all these clouds starting to billow up back to our west. That is a good indication of storm development, and we are going to get into widespread rain as we go over the next 24 to 48 hours. Check on the pollens here. It's the ragweed pollen, once again, that we're dealing with. Grass pollen is now low, but the ragweeds are moderate. So the rain tomorrow will hopefully help wash some of that ragweed pollen away so we can all breathe a little bit better. So mostly sunny, just a tad bit humid for the afternoon today. There is a chance, about 20 to 25% of an isolated rain shower, mainly across the eastern southern tier, but otherwise mostly sunny skies. 78 to 83 is the high temp range, with a south wind averaging 6 to 12 miles per hour. We got rain on the way tomorrow. We'll talk about it in just a couple of minutes. Back to you, Matty Ice.
Alrighty, Dakota. Thank you very much. Our top story. The city of Jamestown man was arrested after Jamestown police say he held a woman hostage Saturday morning at a West 8th Street address. Police say they responded to a report of a person with a weapon after 9 a.m. When they arrived on scene, officers report that 37-year-old Peter Rosado was allegedly holding a woman at knife point. Officers say they negotiated with Rosado for a period of time before intervening and taking him into custody. During that struggle, one officer sustained a hand laceration from the knife, police say. Rosado was taken to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment. Police say he is now facing a number of charges. Arguments in the trial for a Conewango man charged with rape will start Tuesday morning in Chautauqua County Court. That according to a court clerk. 34-year-old Dennis Park Jr. is charged with first-degree rape and 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual act in connection with a Jamestown rape. Park is accused of sexually assaulting a woman at knife point during an incident last July on Marion Street in the city of Jamestown. Park previously served time in the Gowanda Correctional Facility for first-degree rape, that according to the New York State Correctional Database. A heartbreaking story just south of the NYPA border where 5 children were killed in a fire at their daycare. 3 of those victims were the children of a volunteer firefighter, and as Jason Carroll reports, firefighters on the scene say the tragedy could have been prevented.
It was a heartbreaking scene as Erie firefighters desperately tried to save the children they had pulled from a burning home. The fire broke out early Sunday morning and spread quickly at the Harris family daycare. Neighbors were the first to rush in to try and help.
I heard screaming from my porch, so I immediately started coming down the street.
Joseph Kellmeyer says he tried to get inside the house, but the flames were just too intense.
I got low, I tried to go inside, I made it to the open living room and I couldn't go any further.
5 children were killed, the youngest a baby just 8 months old. 4 of the children were siblings. Erie fire officials say they had been sleeping at the daycare home because their mother worked overnight.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even experience, and then knowing it was a daycare and it was daycare kids, I can only imagine. I have 3 of my own.
The tragedy also took a toll on the first responders who tried to save the children.
A few of my guys and girls, the guys here today, they're having a little bit of problems. These firefighters are tough, but when something like this happens, it's a little bit different.
Erie's fire chief says the cause of the blaze is under investigation, but it may have been related to an electrical malfunction. He also says investigators say the house where the daycare is located had just 1 smoke detector in the attic. Had there been more, he says, this tragedy may never have happened.
Now, 8 people were in the home when the fire erupted. A woman is in the hospital, and 2 teen boys jumped off the roof to escape. The 5 children who passed were between 8 months and 7 years old. Saturday also marked 15 years since Jamestown native Yolanda Bendix was last seen alive. Today, law enforcement are still in search of her killer. On August 10th of 2004, Bendix told her brother, who was watching her daughters, that she was picking up milk on her way home from work, but she never returned. Investigators later found her remains more than 2 years later in a state forest in Sinclairville. Now, back in early 2017, WNY News Now featured Bendix's story along with several other cold cases from Chautauqua County in a special report titled Gone But Not Forgotten, the Cold Cases of Chautauqua County. The Jamestown Police Department asks anyone with information in the case to contact them at 716-483-7536. And according to findyolanda.com, a reward is still offered for information that leads to an arrest. And officials in the city of Dunkirk are holding a community meeting this week to discuss effects of the drug epidemic on the community. The meeting, according to county officials, seeks to hear feedback from the community on how to better deal with the epidemic. Some of the topics expected to be discussed include local addiction prevention treatment and recovery services. Representatives from the Mental Health Association in Chautauqua County will be on hand to talk about a peer-based recovery service that is gearing up for operation here in the city of Dunkirk. The forum will be held tomorrow at the Grace Lutheran Church at 5:30 p.m. And officials say the first 150 people who attend the community conversation will enjoy a barbecue chicken dinner at no cost following the meeting. Representatives from the Chautauqua County Department of Mental Hygiene and the Chautauqua Substance Abuse Response Partnership will also be in attendance. Well, happy Monday to everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Just going to fire up the comments here real quick once I refresh. But yeah, certainly a big news weekend, and hopefully it's a good week for everybody out here. And here we go. And good afternoon to Alex. Thanks for chiming in here. Wendy, prayers to the family. Absolutely, always good to see you in. Lori says, R.I.P., saddest ever. Yeah, definitely not one of my favorite stories to talk about there. So condolences to the family. And again, hello everybody. Happy Monday. Coming up, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with the First Defense weather. But first, Joanna Dahlbeck is here from the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce. Her and I will talk about the Jamestown cruising as News Now continues.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. This Friday, it's a Jamestown Cruise-In, where both muscle and classic cars will line the streets in a public display. Joanna Dahlbeck with the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce is here to talk more about the event. Joanna, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Maddie. It's always so much fun to come and see you guys. Yeah, we got the 27th annual Cruise-In on Friday, August 16th. We'll be closing down the streets between Spring and Washington and all the side streets, which would be Cherry, where am I? Maine and Pine. And thank you, Dakota. Looks like we're going to have good weather this year and not be threatened by rain. We're expecting, we could expect over 300 cars. We're getting help from the DeCobblers Automobile Club. They'll be starting to park cars around 4 o'clock. We ask that you enter at the corner of Spring and 3rd. The registration is $10. You can do that in advance online at our website, which is chautauquachamber.org. We will have several vendors available, including 3C's and their food truck, good food. We got a couple of kettle corn vendors, Outback Kettle Corn and Country Kettle Corn. The Snack Shack, which is the Camp Street Methodists, will be there. Gary Mooney and the Balloon Guy will be doing some entertainment for us. The UCAN City Mission will have a presence there as well. And we'll have face painting by Karen. And new this year will be Smiley's Ice Cream Truck, which they're going to have root beer floats and orange floats, as well as Penn State ice cream. So that's going to be really neat. We'll have some kids games, which will be, I think we're doing something like a bubble wrap contest where you have to run across the bubble wrap and not break any, giving away some cool prizes to the kids. We're getting help for that through the Jamestown High School honor students. In Crowd, which is Angelo Jeffrey's band, will be playing. We'll be dancing in the streets with him at the corner of 3rd and Main. And I just want to mention that our sponsors are Lighthouse Auto, Alstrom Schaefer Electric Corporation, the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation, Lakeshore Paving, Elegant Edibles, 5 Star Bank, and the Chautauqua Regional Community Foundation.
Now, is there still time to register?
Yes, you can register right up to the date. Probably, I would say, register by noon on Friday, so we have the paperwork available when you pull through the Spring and 3rd check-in area. But you can also bring cash and just show up with your $10. And we are giving away dash plates and that type of stuff, too. So you'll be recognized for being here.
So what's the biggest thing that you're looking forward to on Friday?
Ooh, well, honestly, I like the classic cars. I'm a Chevy girl myself. Let's see, really, In Crowd is an awesome band, and he really knows how to take care of the crowd that way. And just to see, families out having fun, visiting the restaurants and different attractions downtown as they pass through, looking at the cars. We encourage all the businesses to keep their doors open and, show off their wares and their food and so on and so forth. But there'll be extra things to do as well.
What's the biggest highlight that you've had from past years?
Well, Maddie, this is my first rodeo with the chamber, really my first cruise-in that I've organized, which I think is going very well. But I have been to cruise-in the years past. I think it's going to be just great.
And finally, when and where can we connect with the car show on Facebook?
You can go to Facebook, Jamestown Community Chamber, our Facebook webpage. You can actually go on chautauquachamber.org, get information on all of our events for the whole year. We also have a golf tournament coming up very shortly, August 22nd, over at Peak and Peak. Yeah, Jamestown Area Community Chamber.
Well, we look forward to it. Thank you again, Joanna, for coming in. We hope to see you on Friday at the car show. And you know what? I'm the same way. I like to see the older style cars that seems to me they didn't really break down all the time like they do today.
Right, and you could fix them.
Absolutely. Woo! Justin, of course, Lori asked about him today. He's got the day off, but him and I seem to always have car problems nowadays.
I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. I think if you have a car now, I think you can relate. Absolutely. So, again, thanks for coming in. Lori said that this sounds like a very cool event. Good band in front of the Comedy Center last Saturday night passing by. Man, it sounded like I missed a lot this weekend. I just kind of chillaxed a bit, but it sounded like a fun weekend. So, yeah, absolutely. Have a good one today and Friday, and we'll be following along. And coming up here, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with that First Defense weather. Looking forward to it, and hopefully it's still nice. Later, America's fourth firefighting bear turned 75. One of the details as News Now continues.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Old cars did not break down as often. That's definitely true. Here's a live look coming from Presque Isle Beach. And if you're heading out to the beach today, not a bad day for it. We've seen the camera bouncing a little bit with that southwest wind of 16, but it's 79 degrees out there on Presque Isle Beach. So today might not be a bad idea for the water if you want to get out on that. One of my favorite Fog Hat songs, Slow Ride. Take it easy. These are the past sunsets over the past 7 days. And again, we're losing about 1 to 2 minutes of daylight every single day. Look at the sunset just 1 week ago at 8:30, and look at where it was yesterday at 8:23 p.m. So we're going to continue losing daylight until December. We start gaining daylight just before Christmas. That's when we start gaining daylight again. So again, speaking about the lake, if you want to head out, 74 degrees is the water temperature off Buffalo, 77 off Erie. This is still about 1 to 2 degrees above average for the lake, but all in all, it's not bad. Southwest wind 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 1 to 3 feet if you're taking your boat out. Again, there's that small chance of a rain shower, 20 to 25%, but it's rather small and will be inland away from the lakeshore. Friday, also by the way, is the next preseason game for the Bills. It's being held in Charlotte, so if you have tickets for that, we'll be around 81 degrees by the time they kick off. We'll ultimately go down into the mid to upper 70s. Now this is in Charlotte, so if you are going to the preseason game, 81 down to 77. Should be mainly dry for the game down there in NC. Next big thing is obviously the rain that's coming our way tomorrow. Here it is here. There's actually a low pressure area just centered a little bit to the north of St. Louis. This is going to be taking a track closer to our area along with a frontal system. That's going to move in and produce widespread rain across the area. Now tomorrow we don't expect any severe weather that's down to our south, but this is something we haven't really showed on the air before. This is called this is basically a outlook that is issued by NOAA that tries to pinpoint flash flooding risk. And you can see we're in this dark green. That's a marginal risk for maybe some excessive rainfall. So, I mean, we don't think it's going to be a flash flooding issue, but there definitely could be some heavy rain. We'll show it to you here on Feature Scan. This model does pick up on the idea of a few little inland showers this afternoon. Again, they're very isolated. You can see away from the lakeshore. So if you're heading out there, not bad. Rain showers will start to uptick tonight. You can see it here. We'll start to uptick in rain shower activity throughout the night. And then tomorrow, we start to get into this widespread rain again. When you see these yellows and oranges, that basically indicates the heavier amounts of rainfall. All that will start to taper off pretty much as we go into Tuesday night, going into Wednesday. So how much rain are we picking up? Again, I don't think it's going to be anything too noteworthy, but I think most everybody should be under half an inch here. Maybe Dunkirk could hit maybe about an inch of rain here, but most everybody about a quarter of an inch to less than a half an inch of rainfall by the time we go to tomorrow. So tonight we're down to the mid to upper 60s, a mild night. The rain showers will develop, turn more widespread. It's turkey stuffy night. That's a new way of describing a stuffy night. Next 7 days of your life coming up, 72 degrees tomorrow, 74 on Wednesday. Both of those days, it's going to feel like September. Those are more September-like highs. And as we head into the weekend here, chance for a few more storms on Thursday, but we clear out Friday through Sunday. Gorgeous weather, but some more humidity returns over the weekend. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. On Sunday, the Buffalo Bills added a defensive end to their roster, signing Sam Acho. Acho spent the last 4 seasons with the Chicago Bears before being released by the team in March. To make room for him, the Buffalo Bills released guard Vlad Dukas. Acho's career numbers include 229 tackles and 17 sacks. Season tickets for the Buffalo Sabres games are still available for purchase. Fans will also get 2 preseason game tickets and 1 voucher per seat to Rochester Americans games, the Buffalo Sabres minor league affiliate. Season ticket holders will also receive exclusive discounts, VIP opportunities, and other perks. Fans can purchase season tickets on the Buffalo Sabres team website. This afternoon with a 1:05 first pitch, the New York Yankees will begin a 4-game home series versus the Baltimore Orioles. Finishing their 4-game series against Toronto with a 2-2 split, The Yanks remain in first in the AL East at 77-41. Meanwhile, the division rival Baltimore is in dead last with a record of 39-78. James Paxton gets the starting call for New York as he will take on Baltimore's starting pitcher, Gabriel Ynoa. The game will be televised on the Yes Network. That's it for sports today. Back to you, Matty Ice.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Well, it's time to go retro. It's National Vinyl Record Day on Monday. And if you're not in the habit of listening to records, you could go find your old record player and records in the attic or basement, hook it up, and spin some tunes. While records left the music industry mainstream decades ago, they are making a comeback among audiophiles. And some top artists have been releasing their albums on vinyl in recent years. Another way to celebrate, visit your local record store. You can post photos to the social media hashtag Vinyl Record Day. Well, Dakota, do you listen to records at all?
I don't have any records, although my family does.
Really?
Yes. I mean, you know, they have a whole collection of records, and they also have, I think we also have a record player as well, a turntable. I mean, you know, are there any record stores around anymore?
You know, that's a good question. I actually just, I had a message just now asking me that.
I know there was one in Buffalo, but I think it closed.
Somebody just asked me that coincidentally during this segment, so maybe they're watching the show. But no, you know what? I want to say there might be one downtown, maybe a couple. You know, Justin's not here usually, and he's the one that knows this stuff. And I think a lot of that I'll have to ask him because I know if I know him well, he's watching this broadcast.
Right.
I'll have to ask him. I think he gets a lot of his information from his grandpa. His grandpa knows a lot. So I'm actually really curious about that.
I'm not sure. I mean, you know, I think there was one here a while ago, but I'm not sure if it's still here now. I think they're telling me my microphone is off.
Really?
You know, it's on. So not sure what's going on with that. So I'll just get close to you, Matty Ice. There we go.
Okay, what is going on here?
So let's take a look at Links 1, and we will take a look at that 7-day one final time. And you'll see here that a few scattered showers definitely are likely today, but today should be mostly sunny with lots of sunshine. Tomorrow, widespread rain, could be a heavy rain at that. And those temperatures Tuesday through Wednesday are very September-like. That's what it feels like by September around here, but heat and humidity return for the weekend. But this could be a trifecta, hint, hint, wink, wink, Matt, of a trifecta of gorgeous weekends.
Wow. Well, I certainly appreciate that one. On that note, before we both get in trouble, that's going to do it for us today. We're back tomorrow, News 24/7, WNYNewsNow.com, and our mobile app. And, of course, if Dakota has any weather to break.
If I still have a job.
Download that app on the Apple App Store and Google Play. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.